Good morning everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity. And it is Friday. Yeah, it's Friday, but I will be up again tomorrow, which is Saturday, with a very small video for Globland, who said I've got to do another video besides showing the haul. So I'm going to be doing that one tomorrow. Now today it should have been Panelisa, but I'm digressing, and I'm going to be digressing majorly next week. So next week is going to consist mainly of hauls, and then following on from those hauls I'll be making from those hauls. So it's going to be a bit of a mixture, and then a mixture week the following week. That's the way I'm going to do it. That'll keep me happy. But I wanted to share my personal haul. Now you do have to look at the website to see some of these because they are absolutely gorgeous. Now this is a Valentine die, which of course says love, and the gnome is your O in this, and you can see that it's cut out. So all you have to do, let's get close. Oh, got a bit of a glare. There we go. All you have to do is cut them out and layer them on. That does a real deep embossed stripe, and of course you've got the little heart there that fits onto the hat, and you've got the heart that fits there that he's hugging. Oh, it's just absolutely gorgeous. Love it. Look at the little hands, and then little hands will hug that heart, and there's his little nose. So all of the pieces to do that are all there. We've even got another little embossed heart on the E, so that layers back onto there so that you can cut them all out in different colours. But I love that. But the finished piece is actually this section, so I can measure that. So if we go to the height of our gnome, we are at, I'm going to say cut line to cut line, a fraction over 3.5 inches. And then if I go to the width, which is going to be that point on his beard there, and let's have a look at that. We're looking at 2 7/8. So it is a really lovely size. And I just wanted to get myself some cute Easter and Valentine's stuff. Here's another one where it's holding a tiny little envelope, which can also be a shaker. So if you've got some teeny weeny little bits, they're going to go great in there. We've got a little love balloon. We've got the backer there that goes for the envelope. And this little gnome is the same body, but you can just switch out the little hats for it. So you've kind of got 2 3-in-1 if you want. So that one obviously needs to be made up to see it, but we have got the whole body here. So I don't know how big it would be holding its balloon, but we can do the size of the gnome, and I'm going to say a fraction under 3 1/4, and then the widest point is the brim of the hat there. So I am going to say 2 7/8. So that is the little Valentine gnome set. And then I got myself a bunny shaker that's got 2 lovely little trotters. Look at that, isn't that sweet? And then you've got the pieces that layer into the ear. Now this is a 1-section shaker, or you can cut it out twice and do it back to back, and it'll be you know, a transparent shaker all the way through. But for me, that's just going to be a really easy shaker to make and pop straight onto a card or a tag. And the height of that one is 3.5 inches. Isn't it cute? Oh, you can just see it. And then this one is a Valentine gnome shaker. So the shaker section is the hat, which goes onto the base of the body. Real deep emboss again, and you've got all the little hands that just drop in, and of course the heart that goes there. So real quick, simple one, and I can measure that because we've got the whole body. So that one is 3 1/4 inches, and then its widest point is those pointy bits of the beard, and that is 2 inches. And then I've got myself, you have to go to the website to look at these. This particular seller is doing some absolutely amazing Easter sentiments that on their own will just make a card. They've got one that they popped up after I purchased my lot, which is a big row of rabbits that you can do in different colours with the Happy Easter sentiment kind of embedded within it. But you can see here you've got a double layer, so those pop out, so you've got 2 layers, and then you've got your Easter that fits in there, and then you've got your Happy, which if I turn it that way around you probably can't see it much, but onto the A you've got the rabbit ears. You have to imagine that back to front, and that slots into this section. So it's like, you know, two styles of writing onto one. And I'm really looking forward to making that. I think on the site they've got this all cut in different Easter colours, and then this is cut in a chocolate coloured cardstock. But it's just absolutely gorgeous. Once again, we have the whole dimension, so I can measure it. And that is, oh, let's have a look. Let's go cut line to cut line. I'm going to call that a 3 3/8. And then the tallest part is going to be here. I'm going to say 2 1/4 inches. So if that was all you wanted to put on a card, you know, that would be enough. And if you've got a few little enamel dots that are shaped like Easter eggs, you could pop those on too. And then I got myself a You and Me sentiment, which is quite large and great for anniversary or Valentine, and that is 4 1/8, so it's a great size. And then I'm looking at my longest point here. I'm going to guess it at 2 3/4 wide, so lovely for a mini slimline. And then I got myself, yeah, I've gnomed out this time around. I got myself an Easter gnome that's got his little egg and his little bunny and his carrot. Just absolutely gorgeous. Now with all his hugging and additions, I couldn't, you know, say how big it would be totally finished, but I can measure the gnome at 3 1/4, and then its widest point I think is the bits on his beard again, and that is 1 1/2 inches. But that is just so sweet. And then I've got a sentiment, which is love, which I have used because I decided to change what I've made from my haul. So the love sentiment is, what is that? Let's go to the cut line. I'm going to say it's a fraction over 2 3/4, and then the height of that is 1 3/8, a tiny dash under. And I've used that one, and I've used this one, which is, there he is, he's a bear, and I've done it to stand up. And if you look at it on the website, he's a honey coloured bear, and he's holding a little honey pot that has a honey drip with it. But I decided to do mine as a Valentine bear, and I'll just scoot these here for a second. So I made it to stand up, and there it is. Isn't that the sweetest little thing you ever did see? I changed his arms around because on the website you'll see they're face down holding a honey pot, but I got them up in the air, you know, kind of surrender. He's got his little arms up, bless him. He's surrendering to love. And I've layered it up, and it does come with 2 layers. So I've done one in the pale pink and one in the dark pink, and I cut it twice in the dark, and you can see I've scored it there so that I can open it up. And my little bear, look at that, he stands up, bless him, with his little arms in the air. Oh, I just absolutely love that. It's a pity my camera angle doesn't show it true, but he's just really sweet. And you could put anything in his arms. He could be holding a balloon, depends which way round you choose to put them, or he could be holding a little banner. You know, you can cut him in white for Christmas as a polar bear and have him holding a little Christmas banner. So he's multi-use, you know, birthday and everything. But I did him as Valentine, and the website says that it's 12 centimeters, so what on earth that translates to here, I do not know. And I've got it at 4 and, oh, it's almost 4 3/4, but I just love it. I'm going to put him on my kitchen shelf. Yeah, so I can make that in all different colours. I just absolutely love it. So anyway, I do apologise for my digression, but if I didn't get it in, I wouldn't have got it in, if you know what I mean. So that is what I've got for you today. And as I said, next week I'm going to be hauling. So I will see you tomorrow with some of Globland. And if not, have an absolutely awesome weekend. And as usual, all links below. Bye.